Unsurprisingly, Times Square had one of the highest concentrations of speakeasies in the city, roughly 5,000 of them. One block was so full of them that the actual apartments started to post signs explicitly saying that they weren't a nightclub. One particularly popular club was called El Fay, owned by the gangster Larry Fay, which opened in 1924. It was a small room at the top of a narrow staircase at 105 6th Avenue, and it was a favorite gathering spot for some of the most notorious gangsters of the day. Ziegfeld girls were hired to perform there after the shows, and it introduced the underworld to one of the biggest characters of the Prohibition era, Texas Gwynnon. Tex became known as the queen of the nightclubs, and presided over the speakeasies, making sure people were having a good time and, in turn, giving her as much money as she could wring out of them. At these places, the prices were exorbitantly high. A pitcher of water, even, was $2, or about $24 in today's currency. But they were still extremely popular, almost never getting run out of business for any reason other than raids. And there were many, many raids. After El Fay was finally shut down for good, Tex went on to open dozens of speakeasies around the city. Her most famous was the 300 Club on West 57th Street, now the London Hotel, which attracted an A-list clientele like George Gershwin, Clara Bow, Gloria Swanson, Irving Berlin, John Barrymore, and Rudolph Valentino. She was as much of an appeal as her constant presence of scantily clad showgirls, who she would claim to the cops during her many arrests had to be so close to the customers because of the small spaces they performed in. She always claimed that she never sold liquor her whole life, but at one point was raking in $7,000 a week. Thanks to her proximity to the real social scene, she also became a famous celebrity gossip columnist. Tex was an actress at heart, though, having gotten her start in New York on the vaudeville circuit, and when she acquired a good amount of wealth and notoriety, she returned to film and the stage. She created a revue that she renamed Too Hot for Paris after being denied entry around Europe thanks to her bawdy reputation when she tried to go on the road with it. Sadly, while she was traveling with the show back home, she contracted dysentery and died in 1933, 1 month before Prohibition ended.